Hello, and welcome back to Chill Builds. It is, according to my calendar, by the time you're watching this, it's December 23rd, which is so close to Christmas. And for all of you that don't celebrate Christmas, I hope that you are either really excited for your holiday or have enjoyed the holiday that you had. Yeah. So we're just finishing off the castle in this one. Like I said, it's kind of thin out the back. It's not particularly exciting. I just sort of did this because the plan was just 4 parts to this build, and I knew starting the recording for this one that this was going to be the 4th part, and that I wasn't going to have time to really go too far into the build. So here we are, building it up and finishing it off so that we finally have a finished castle, and I can walk away from it feeling a little bit better about the whole thing. So here we go. It's pretty straightforward. I did a lot of arches like this and just sort of tried to copy bits of architecture from other parts of the build to finish it off and detail it properly. Lots of that detail that I had on the side of the wall. I don't know if you remember. I don't remember recording that, actually, but I'm sure I did. I think that was episode 2 of me putting that detail on the front of the wall. I'm sure I did. But anyway, and then I added a brand new design here, which I thought was pretty cool. Thought it was pretty fancy looking. And then off over there, I think I added a couple more doorways places. And then I added some more battlements to this little tower bit over here. And then finished the back of those 2 ice spike things. And that little slanted roof. And just filling in holes here and there. You know, pretty simple. I think there's lots of bits that I'm filling in. Oh yeah, and then I built that like that. As you can see. And I'm already looking at this and having sort of better ideas of what I would like to do out of this castle that I'll have to do next year. So I probably will forget all those ideas, but oh well. It was fun building, and it's practically finished now. So it's too late. The holiday season is almost over, and what I did is what I did. It's all done, and I think it's good. I think it's good enough, at least for me. I hope it's good enough for you too. So we're just filling out some of those windows. I like to think that this castle is also a big hub for parties. I like to think the king of the castle, or I think we had some sort of wizard that made the snow golems. I think that was what we discussed in the lore. Is there's some sort of wizard that constantly is making snowballs to keep the country that is unnamed, keep it afloat. But anyways, here's a quick little clip of me putting the Santa hat on the big old statue that we've got in our city of ice. I just thought that might be a festive thing, knowing that this was going to be the last video I made, and Christmas was only a couple days from when this video comes out. And then in this video right here, or this clip, is just me sort of flattening it out inside of the open first little area of the castle, so that it looks a bit nicer, because while there's snowdrifts on the outside, there is no wind on the inside of those walls. The walls obviously block the wind, which means there's no way for snowdrifts to really form up. I mean, like, maybe a little bit of wind could come in, and swirl in and whatnot, but for the most part, it looks pretty tight to me, and I genuinely just don't think that snow would be a common thing. And then you can see those few bits of snow down there. That's because there's a snow golem running around. So I kind of gave up. And then I put some more end rods all the way around our little ice castle. Look at it. It's such a great... Oh, I love this ice castle. You'll see a couple of times. I think you can already see it in the bottom left. Oh, and there you go, up at that top tower. of me placing light too close to the ice, and the ice melts. So, and then in the bottom right, you can see, because I'm shilling it, you can see me taking apart the subscribe sign that just reminds you to subscribe. So if you enjoyed this series, well, I will be done with it for now. There's a good chance it'll come back next year, so you better subscribe so you see that next year. And then you can subscribe and see all my Dragonhearth videos where I work on Dragonhearth, and that's pretty fun because Dragonhearth is a much bigger, much more ambitious project that I'm working on that's going to take a lot longer. By this time, there's, 7 episodes probably out of Dragonhearth. And there's a lot more to come. As of recording this, which is still clear back in November, I have 8 episodes of Dragonhearth built, and 6 episodes of Dragonhearth are pre-recorded and ready to be posted once a week every Wednesday. So there you go. That's a pretty epic amount of content that's pre-queued and ready to go. 6 episodes guaranteed to be posted because I've already recorded them and uploaded them and told YouTube that they should be uploaded every Wednesday, I think. Right? Is that what I said? And then these come out every Friday. Anyway, here's the final bit of house cleaning. I just add a bit more paths, and then I'm going to build a wall around the city. So, if you remember in a previous episode, I told you that the snow golems were known for their partying. So, I initially thought, there's no need for a wall because, if people come to siege this village, they'll probably freeze to death on their way. It's so cold. But then I thought about it, and I was like, well, snow golems tend to party a lot. And I'll tell you what, when people party, they tend to get pretty drunk, and sometimes people wander off, and there's a big party tourism industry in this country, and particularly in this city, where people who aren't used to partying quite as hard as the snow golems, they come, they party, they get drunk, they wander off, and they freeze. And the snow golems, being happy, fun-loving people who just want to party and don't want people dying, they built a wall to keep all the crazy drunk people and high people into the city while they have their party fun, so they can't wander off too far. They leave anytime they host a party at the Ice City. They put some snow golems at the doors so that they can catch them and be like, hey, sir, you are too intoxicated to walk out of this settlement. Go back in and have some more party fun, but you don't have to. Oh gosh, I was trying to make a pun. I was trying to think about a pun of you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. But I couldn't. You don't have to keep partying, but you can't leave here. Let's see. Listen, I give up. Anyways, so I built a little wall. Part of the wall hits an ice spike. And I stopped at the ice spike, and then I decided to continue on. You can see off in the distance, it's real small. I have one more clip after this of me sort of building a bit more pathway. And then, boom, we'll be done. And then that's it. I hope you all had a happy holidays. So here comes that next clip right about now. Ho, 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 ho. Look at that. So there you can see in the bottom left, I just finish off the railings a little bit, and then I go in there and I build some pathways off to the top there, because that was the only places where I felt like they needed them. And then I also built the pathways out the front door, but I did not record that in the replay mod, and now it's too late. But you see that in the intro, so it's okay. So I really hope you enjoyed my 4-part series on the city, and I hope that I do actually manage to come back to this next year. It was quite fun. The end.